I know they can hear me now. Hello and happy Friday to you. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist. I'm excited. I have Sydney Zatz.
Hello.
You've seen Sydney. she is, of course, she anchors shows. She's a good reporter.
Thank you.
Just all around. She's like our do-it-all, our utility. Just do everything. Sydney,
just not weather yet.
Not weather yet. She's got in for me for sure. No, I'm excited to have Sid here because this has really been, by the way, Sydney Zatz. I call her Sid the Kid or Sydney the Kidney. But either way, I'm very excited to have you here. And the reason why is one of the things we're going to talk about today, the big thing. By the way, we will get to weather, I promise. We always cover that in the Funcast. But in this case, big event.
Yes.
Happening last night. I'm going to let you talk about it. Tell me about your evening and kind of how it went down.
Well, first of all, I dressed for the occasion. The life of a showgirl is out.
Yes.
So Gracie Jackson and I, she produces our 4 p.m. for those who don't know her. We went to Target.
Okay.
Actually, it was at 10 o'clock, so you got little tickets to come back and get an exclusive vinyl. So we were at Target at midnight with a big line of people. We bought our Taylor Swift vinyls.
Nice.
And then after this, she has some sort of documentary in the theater, so I'm going to go see that. And then tonight I'm going to Devin Fry's house, not because Devin's having a listening party, but his wife is. So we are taking over Devin Fry's house for a Taylor Swift party. I
can't imagine that Devin himself won't be there. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. Okay, I don't know if that's true or not about Devin, but I do know. So you would consider, I think this way, you're kind of the ultimate Swiftie, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I've told you before that I'm Swiftish. So what does that mean for me? What that means is I definitely like some of Taylor's stuff. In fact, I like some of her stuff a lot. But I think the last couple, maybe 3, but certainly the last 2 drops that she's had over the last couple of years, they've been a little melancholy for me. So, and you've really loved them, right?
Yeah. Well, Torture Poets Department, a little bit slow for me. I like those more upbeat ones, like Reputation's my favorite Taylor album, and I love 1989. I've always been like more of an upbeat girl.
Yeah.
But the writing is just always beautiful. She's such an intelligent lady, and the lyrics, and there's words I've never heard before. I don't know if I necessarily know what they mean, but she always comes up with something. It's amazing how her brain works.
So what we're gonna do a forecast here in just a second, but I do have to. Well, let's just do that now. I need to play with buttons for just a second because what I want to do is I want to pull up the background here so we can see. Now what you're going to see behind me is the sky cam, but watch in just a second, Sid. Let's see here. We'll get this one going one more time. Forecast of a showgirl. Check this out.
Love it.
By the way, Summer Schnellbach put this together. She is amazing with the graphics, so I just come in here and I'm like, this looks spectacular. So anyway, with that in mind, you go out, you get it. How many times have you listened to it? Because it's been out now for well over 13 hours.
That's funny. 13, that's her favorite number. My husband just asked me this before I left for here, I think 4 or 5 times already.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only a 40-minute album, so, it goes quick.
It is.
But
and I have to say that I mentioned how excited when we got the release date. And again, it's not like I sit there and wait and then listen to as soon as Taylor drops every album. But this one, I knew we were going to be talking. I knew we were going to be. So I went ahead and I've listened to it twice myself. Okay. So what do you think? What's the overall review?
I really like it. Yeah. I was surprised to hear some piano. I think it's father figure or eldest daughter. One of them's a bit slower.
Yes.
Because when she was on Travis Kelce's podcast, she's like, it's all dancing and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I was a bit surprised to hear that, but overall, very impressed, very happy. Loves Sabrina Carpenter, so that was a great surprise at the end of the album.
Yes.
What
I'm doing is, I'm sorry, because I'm pulling up the track list. I listened to it last night before I went to sleep, and then this morning when I was on my run.
Does Spotify crash for you as well?
Just right away, but I signed out, went right back in. I still had it within 30 seconds.
Okay.
So so then I listened. So your 3, I asked you this, I asked Sydney to come here, 3 favorite songs.
Fate of Ophelia, Opalite, and Canceled.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is true, I legitimately liked every one. One of the things that I kind of was missing on the last couple is that I like her more edgy songs. Not that I don't like the others, but I think the last 2 were so lacking in any of that for me. And I wanted to hear something that was a little more edge. And I think there were several on here mixed in nicely with some of the slower stuff that I really enjoyed.
Surprised me. That was very Reputation-like. It was very edgy. And
Yes. Yeah. So for me, The Fate of Ophelia. I love that one. My favorite, actually Romantic.
That was an honorable mention for me. That was number 4. Very close on that one.
I was listening, like I said, I was going, kind of half asleep. I listened, I was like, oh, that's a good one. And I listened this morning, I was like, I'm awake now, and that is correct. That was a good one. I also like Honey. Canceled was number 4 for me, but I like Honey. I thought that was
okay. Little,
I thought it was a sweet song, So anyway, yeah, I think it flowed well together. She does a great job with that always, but it was just kind of, there was no missing a beat. It all seemed to fit together, which, a lot of times you don't get that.
Right. It just kind of flowed, like you said, one song into another. Sometimes on albums it's just very abrupt, the next song. So definitely, I'm sure she thought that through.
Yes, yeah. I sent it real quick. I'm going to tell you, my daughter, my 25-year-old, Brianna, she's a big fan too. So I sent her a message after about 4 songs. She lives in Montana, so I said, only 4 songs in, but so far this is a banger. And she responded. She hadn't started listening yet, and then this morning she got back to me, said she really loved it, and we talked. But one of the things she said, and this should be a caution for you kids at home if you haven't. I'm gonna read exactly. Again, slow at pulling this stuff out, but she said some of the lyrics are a bit cringeworthy, or cringy, but overall I'm impressed. And she passed the Russ test, that's for sure. So I did tell her. I said, it may be a little cringeworthy on a couple of parts there, but then again, this is someone who listens to Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj when I run. So certainly,
you're hip with your music taste.
I can certainly handle a little cringy from Taylor. Well, good. No, that's exciting. And so tell us again today because I promise we're going to get to the weather in addition to having that Taylor Swift forecast. But tell me, you've got the plans today. You're going to go see this movie.
Yep. From my understanding, it's like a documentary. She's going to walk through the making of the album. Okay. And from the description, she's going to air the Fate of Ophelia music video.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that must be the first single, and then anything Taylor Swift, I'll sit there and watch it. So.
It doesn't surprise me at all. And then you've got the listening party tonight.
Yep, at Devin Fry's house.
At Devin Fry's house. So again, I'm sure Devin will be right there, tuned in, probably really just taking it in.
He mentioned something about going in the basement and watching football. I'm sure he'll come upstairs at some point.
That sounds right, and that would actually be probably what I was doing as well. But that's very different. Well, listen, I'm going to just for a second shut down the mic so you can take yours off and it doesn't sound weird. And so you can get out of here and catch your movie, and then I'm going to stand here, and then I'll turn it right back up, and we'll get to the forecast.
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, of course. And by the way, do you like barbecue?
I do.
We've got a barbecue championship tonight. I'm going to talk to you about in just 1 second for a forecast. So again, all right, I'm going to shut this down for just a second. Okay, so Sydney's off now, but she's going to watch the forecast for the Life of Showgirl. So what I'm going to do now is pull that up. So here's what we've got for you today. A very warm, I think weather-wise, Mother Nature was preparing. It's a hot new album, hot new tracks, and she's giving us a hot day. 91 degrees out there. You're going to see our wind gust pretty strong as well. We see wind gust up to about 31 miles per hour. So if you're heading to the movie, like Sydney, you're heading out to your own listening party tonight. You want to make sure that you just, the short sleeves, shorts, whatever, because it is going to be warm out there. So we are excited about that. Okay, now let's get real about the weather here. We've got a first alert weather day on Sunday. Couple reasons here. We've got the rain, we've got wind, and we have big temperature changes. In fact, the main reason for this is a really big temperature change. We've been so warm, so far above the norm here recently. By the way, Saturday is going to be a very warm day as well. So what we're looking at is temperatures that are going to be, again, tomorrow in the 80s, maybe even touching 90 in a couple spots. Then we start temperatures in the 60s on Sunday. We're kind of a couple days this week where it might be close to the 50s there. So again, we're talking about a 30-plus degree temperature drop in a very short amount of time. It's also going to be windy again, winds out of the northwest as we head into your Sunday morning through evening. So you're going to notice it. Probably a day where all of a sudden you're going to say, I at least need a light jacket. I mean, I'm hot right now wearing nothing but a long sleeve shirt because it is so warm out there. So just, again, keep that in mind as you are making those plans. We'll pop this up full screen. Take a look at this first look weather. Again, this is what we've got for you. Falling temperatures from northwest to southeast throughout the day on Sunday. heavy rain to our north. Now, not all areas are going to see heavy rain. In fact, some are going to see almost no rain at all. We'll take a look at the rainfall potential in just a second, but how about gusty winds as well? 40-plus miles per hour. That 40-plus mile per hour wind is really going to be driving those cooler temperatures in the region. Like I said, you are going to feel it. Now, we're going to start, look at our forecast, and we're going to start on Saturday, 3 p.m. and give you an idea about kind of the timing of what we got here. We're going to stop right around midnight. Notice we've got some heavy rain. Could even see some rumbles of thunder in our western areas. We're talking about western areas of our region, James River Valley, Devil's Lake Basin. You see the yellow, the orange, and red. That indicates where we have some of that heavier rain. And again, could see a storm or two as this strong cold front pushes the area. Also notice those wind bars. You see the yellow, the orange to the south, moving from the south into the region. Saturday night, Sunday, as mentioned, going to be very windy. The rain shifts into the northern Red River Valley overnight. I think we'll see a little bit of rain in Fargo, Moorhead as well. We'll continue to see rain in areas like Jamestown, eastern North Dakota in general. Sunday morning, prep for a little bit of rain around the region. We'll see those winds start to turn right around 9, 10, 11 midday as you're looking into Fargo, Moorhead, as that low pressure and that cold front sweep through the region. Again, winds then out of the northwest. Still looking at showers, those showers finally exiting the region once we head to Sunday evening. Behind that, those winds out of the north, and we get our first true taste, I think, of fall. Well, certainly over the last couple, 3 weeks. We did have a taste in early September, but now we're into that more fall feel for sure. Rainfall potential for Saturday. We're looking at the afternoon hours, almost nothing. Then we jump into Saturday night, Sunday morning. You can start seeing we're lighting up with the yellow, with the orange in some spots. That indicates an inch or more of rain potential. Notice Fargo as of early Sunday morning, still just a light amount. Now, we start to fill in the gaps as we go right through Monday morning. And again, the rain will be out of here by early Monday morning. You can see a wider swath there of the yellow, indicating those areas of 1 to 2 inch, maybe even a little bit more in Jamestown, in Valley City, and then spreading back down to the south and west. You can see Fargo maybe up to 1/2 inch of rain. It really depends on the track of that low pressure, but by far you're going to find the most rain in northeast North Dakota, northwest Minnesota. You're going to find the least rain there in Lakes Country and the southern Red River Valley. So let's head back to tonight. North Dakota Barbecue Championship. Shields Home and Hardware, here's what we've got for you. Going to be a warm one, as mentioned. Great day for barbecue, by the way. Winds out of the south. You can see our temperature just about at 90 degrees in Fargo. See 2 p.m. 87, 89 at 5 p.m. How about, if you're not heading out to the Barbecue Championship, how about our Friday night forecast? It's good. It's really nice. Now, again, the winds are going to be creeping up out there, but that's not bad. How about this? First Friday of October, we're looking at temperatures in the 80s and mid-70s by the end of the game. So very nice. No rain expected tonight. No storms. We're in good shape. How about more records? Again today, our forecast 91. The record in Fargo is 93, so might not hit that. In fact, I think we'll be just shy. You can see Grand Forks, the record high 95. We're calling for 89. But what about Saturday? Yeah, it's going to be a very warm one as well. And in fact, we're calling for a high of 87 in Fargo. Should we hit that, that ties the all-time record. Now, Grand Forks, the record's 85. Going to be quite a bit cooler tomorrow in comparison. Certainly well above the norm, but 77 degrees in Grand Forks. So really watching here. Fargo the next couple days, just shy today, I think, and tying that record tomorrow. Here's what we've got tomorrow morning. Very mild. Upper 60s, low 70s region-wide. As we look at our forecast tomorrow afternoon, again, you're seeing 60s Langdon, Devil's Lake, Harvey, as that cooler air starts to penetrate the northern westernmost portions of the region. But you still got 80s. Lakes Country, you've got 80s as well. Red River Valley, and all of our southern locations. So again, a bit of a difference there. You're going from 64 Langdon to 87 degrees Fargo, Wahpeton, Sisseton. Big temperature difference there, but kind of giving you an idea about those temperatures and how they're going to look. Look at our noon temperatures on Sunday. Front moving through, and really you can see Fargo kind of right straddling where that cold front is moving through. So we've got temperatures in the low 50s with that wind, with a chance for rain. In fact, a good chance for rain in those areas like Devil's Lake, Harvey, Valley City, Langdon, Jamestown. So you're going to want to have that jacket for sure. Very windy out ahead of that front. We'll see temperatures in the 60s, 70s in Lakes Country, but again, less rainfall. Now let's stop one more here. We'll take a look at our UND hockey forecast. This is for tomorrow. They're hosting the Bisons here. Here's what we've got for you. The temperatures, again, going to be on the warm side. We're going to have 85 degrees, 5 p.m., down to about 75, 8 p.m. So again, mentioned Saturday, still a warm day out there. So just know that as you are heading out again for this exhibition. Overall, a lot going on this weekend. Should be a great week. And if you like barbecue, we have the championship. Who could ask for more? We've got Friday night football. We've got, of course, Saturday events. I mean, it's just really great out there in terms of getting out, maybe checking out some of the fall colors. We've got hockey as well. And then, of course, Sunday, big weather changes, first alert weather day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday, a wonderful weekend as well. Be safe out there and enjoy the warmth. We've got it for one more day after today.